So, hello there, this is Mike, and in today's video, we're gonna start our path, and basically I'm gonna create an app. I'm gonna start creating an app which will solve the problem about languages. And what do I mean? Like, we have so many tools and apps that help us learn languages, but those tools are a bit confusing, you know? And what have I decided? So, if we will have only one tool that will collect all this, like, functionality from all these apps, like translation, that's one translation, okay? The second, it's like vocabulary. The third, it's practice. Okay, we have only like translation, vocabulary, practice. That's all that we need for learning languages. And actually, my idea is that if we create like a universal system that will help us to solve these three problems, it will be actually a very useful like software. And currently my idea is that we can have an AI agent that we can talk to in Telegram, in any social media, in browser, in like terminal, in anywhere basically. The software doesn't matter. The thing that matters is only what is under the hood. So the idea is that you have a local AI like system, let's call this system, and basically you can just talk to this AI. And the idea is that this AI is like set up and created for learning languages. So I mean, we have really many such apps like AI Talkball or etc. And these apps just basically like feel like basic AI rubbers that you can really like talk to it. It's really somehow helpful, but you just ask how to say that sentence in any language, and sometimes it sucks. So I think you got the problem that most current AI language apps are just like wrappers. And my idea is that we need a like improved we need an improved app that can handle all three like necessary things of learning languages. So we need practice, we need vocabulary, and the third thing is that we need and the third thing is translation. Okay, maybe it's also useful to have like some grammar topics, or for example like maybe some other functionality. I don't know, I didn't like think more about it because it's just like only the beginning of the project. And what do I want from this video? By creating this video, I actually want to start documenting the path of creating this app. So yes, it's actually a bit more motivating when you document your path, because you know that even if nobody watches this, you know that you just must to like report about your work. So it's a bit more motivating, yes. And let me like show you the current like idea in details. What have we got? So okay. So let's create a new drawing, and currently I think that we will have an like main system. Let's call it AI agent. It's basically the thing, the AI that we can talk to, and it can respond to us and use some tools like translators and etc. The second thing that we will have, as I said, tools. Yes. And in these tools, it's like this is utilities for AI agent, and we will have like translators. For example, Google Translator, like reverse translator, and basically all like popular translators that support almost every language. Yeah, it's a bit like will be difficult because for like each language there are for example some like not very popular languages that, and for those languages we people are used to use like for those languages there aren't many data in the internet, and for example like Google Translator or Reverse Translator, which are the most popular translators, cannot cope with those languages very well. And so for those languages we will need some like local translators, like for example for Slovak language there are some specific translators, or for example like Ukrainian there are also specific translators. Okay, so we will have like plenty bunch of translators, and these are our tools basically. Also we can have like, for example, like some data where we can get our like vocabulary or the like grammar rules, or basically dictionaries, offline dictionaries. Yes, it's the data. Yeah, I think you've got it. It's the data where all the vocabulary in the world is stored. So we will need this as well for our AI agent. The third thing, I think actually, like for now it's enough for our AI agent, but later we will add some more things. Okay, so we've got AI agent tools and tools. The third thing that we're gonna need is like memory. Yeah. So AI is known to forget things, but there are some techniques that help to make our AI agent to remember something, and this is like black box that we will think how to implement this memory. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna need for our AI agent like to work very well, good, is like I didn't think about it, but maybe some workflows, like usual workflows that we use. For example, I think it's very easy to like explain this by example. Okay, so what are workflows? workflow. So, basically, let's imagine like we need, for example, we say to our AI agent, I want to practice these words and the following words like frequent. Okay, like frequent. I hope I didn't make a mistake, but don't care. Don't bother about it. If I made a mistake, then correct me. So, like, we tell this prompt to our AI agent, and AI like looks for our workflows, finds some workflows that are similar with with the thing that we want. In our case, we want like practice. So it finds our workflow and in that workflow, it's just like raw text for LLM what to do if the user asks something like this. And basically, like maybe we will we can like we want from our LLM in that case, in that workflow, for example, to like create 3 sentences that user must translate from his native language to the language that he requested. Like, yeah, that he learns. I think you got. And so I think you got the idea. What is workflow? Basically, we will have like workflow for first it's translation, yes. Second is like the second thing is like maybe practice, as I said. The third thing is memorizing. I think right now we will have like these 3 type of workflows. So translation, memorizing, and practice. Also maybe we will have like others, but for now it's like enough for me at least. Okay. Also we will need like the problem in modern LLMs, at least for me, is that they're unpredictable. And I think that some people, and including me, want to like categorize or like make the responses the same for some tasks. For example, if we say to AI, tell me the weather, then we, for example, would want to have exactly one format, what the weather we need. For example, we need a format like current city in the answer and just the temperature. And we want the LLM to like respond in this format. So, for example, LLM will respond according to this template or format. Like, for example, Kyiv and plus 2 degrees. Okay? Celsius. And it can't like add any other symbols. So it's like if you're familiar with programming and what are template strings, it's like, for example, template strings. We have some format, for example, current city. Then we have like some text and the next variable. So I think you got the idea. Yeah. And if this thing is called, I think we should call this like templators or formatters. I think templators or just templates is like more fitting to this concept. Okay, and I think that's actually all things that we need to do. And this project is like open source. Yeah, right now it's open source. And this will be open source in the future as well. Yes. So basically the most like problematic things is memory, because we'll really need to think about it very thoroughly. Maybe we'll need to implement RAG, maybe we will need to fine-tune some models, I don't know. But if you got any ideas, you can just like tell me in the comments, or basically in the comments, yes. Okay, I think you got the idea. Currently I'm gonna like record a video maybe like 3-4 times a week. I don't know how will this go, but I just recorded this video to start this path, so it will be more motivating for me. And so I think that's all what I wanted to say, to tell you. Even if nobody is watching this is just like reminder for me that I should and I need to continue working on my project. So the current project is very basic. The current implementation isn't ready yet. It's just only the beginning. And in the next like videos, I think it's gonna be like live streams. I don't know. I didn't decide that yet. In live streams, we're gonna develop this like in live mode. So basically, for now, this is like all what I wanted to say. And bye bye.